friends, this is the Cryptonian. It is Tuesday evening going into Wednesday, and we're going to take a look at crypto. It's going to be a little bit of a different video today. I'll talk about the price, I'll talk about the important areas on the chart, but I want to look forward into Q4 and kind of see what we can expect, get an idea. Before I do that, Bitcoin is 26,268 right here. We're still consolidating above the golden pocket, which is good news. Golden pocket, I've given these values in the previous videos. The top of the golden pocket, 26,200 right here. We're just above that. And the floor of the golden pocket is 25,900. And that's exactly where our point of control is on the 4-hour. Point of control 25,900. If we go below that, then most likely we're going to retest the 24,900, 25,000 area. Now the bullish case is that we go up and we test the 200 moving average at 26,650. If we get past that, we're going to run into the diagonal, descending diagonal resistance line that has provided resistance. And the last, oh my goodness, this goes as far back as the local high. So this is a very strong resistance line. Now I do see that we are gaining strength here because we were rejected here at the previous high at the 200, and here we rose above it, but we're still rejected. We couldn't hang on to it. Now we are consolidating here in the golden pocket, and so we do have a chance to test that 26,900, 27,000 level. Now the question is, are we going to break through that? The market right now is anticipating a move higher. That's why you see volatility very, very low. And we can see this volatility is on the 4-hour chart 2. Usually before a big move, you see this type of volatility number. Okay. That being said, the bullish case is a move higher to test resistance, and the bearish case is a failure and moving down to 25,000. Now, whether we just roll over and move down to 25,000, not sure. We might move up, and if we get rejected, then move down. Now, let's talk about Q4. Q4 is coming up, usually bullish, right? And in Q4, October is historically, for Bitcoin anyway, the bullish time since the summer. Excuse me, taking a drink of water. This is the bullish month out of Q4 for Bitcoin as a whole, right? More green Octobers in the history of Bitcoin when you take a look at all of the historical Q4 years, right? Q4 months. Now that being said, everyone is expecting a bullish October, and that's kind of the normal expectation, right? And this is what I've been saying in my videos as well. So you would think that if we're going to have a bullish October, that large entities like whales and fund managers or whatever, all of these large entities, large players, billionaires, they would be preparing for it, and you would see that in the what? In the stablecoin supply, because you take fiat and you exchange it for stablecoins, and then you purchase on exchanges. However, when we take a look at USDT, USDC, the two largest stablecoin entities, we see that stablecoin values, population, is flat. It's been flat mm, since the summer, since we ended the summer, all summer long until now. You would think that we would see some type of a move higher as new money comes in and purchases stable coins with fiat so they can purchase Bitcoin and crypto. We're not seeing that. That is a concern. Now, that being said, another concern is inflation. Now you can see how we have printed ourselves into oblivion, right? And this has caused, to some extent, among other factors, inflation. The value of the dollar going down, getting downgraded globally, the government, credit getting downgraded, that has a global effect. So another thing is this inflation here. We see that being manifested in food. We see that being manifested in gas. These are gas prices here. We just had historic gas prices just recently. Now, Biden has taken the oil supply that was in storage for emergencies, dumped it on the market, and has artificially brought it down. That's what this small move down is. But then you see it's starting to float back up again. Why? Well, when Biden dumped all the oil on the market, that made OPEC angry because they're losing money because it drove oil prices down. OPEC wanted to restrict their production and may have already done that. I know that they were getting ready to meet to restrict production. And so that would push oil prices higher and that would push gas higher. Now, here's the issue. Biden dumping all of these stored supplies of oil on the market, that supply is not infinite. That supply is almost completely depleted. What happens when that supply is gone? And then we have to purchase more. What happens when the oil supply has been restricted by OPEC and other entities? They reduce their production because prices are so low, and there's extra supply because of Biden dumping it on the market, bringing prices low. As soon as that supply runs out, prices are going to continue to go higher. And so what's my point? The point is this: high food prices, high gas prices take away the disposable income of individuals and families in your population. What that means is they have less money for investing, less money for saving, less money for buying crypto. So, are we really going to have that bullish October? Are we really going to have that October, that Q4, that will explode into the halving year like everyone's expecting? I'm not so sure. I mean, I hope that we do. I hope so, but here's the point. The ETF is what we were relying upon for liquidity. Because remember, we need liquidity here. We need money to be coming in, new money to be coming into the market because the stablecoin values are flat. So if at this point in time our stablecoin values are flat, we need that to rise in order to see pushes up in price. Now, one thing is we could say that there may be a lot of stable coins on the sidelines. Well, there may be. There may be. But not as much as you think because the larger players are not going to just hold their you know, hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars in stablecoin. They're not going to do that. So you would see at least some type of reaction here when they exchange fiat to stablecoin to buy crypto, but we're not seeing that. Now that being said, we're looking at not only inflation, but we're looking at a government shutdown. Government shutdowns can take maybe a few weeks to a month or a couple months. That is going to eat up the potential gains, the potential bullish optimism in the market in Q4. So not only do we not have new money coming in to purchase stable coins, not only do we not have extra liquidity coming in because of the ETF being approved, because Gary Gensler has said that he is postponing his decision. He's not approving it. He's postponing it until November. That's after October, which is the most bullish month for crypto. So things are getting delayed here, and even Kathy Woods with ARK Invest said that the bull run may be postponed. And I'm starting to think that she may be right. We'll have to wait and see. Although we do have lawmakers that are trying to push uh, the SEC into making a decision immediately. But then Gary Gensler responded and pushed it out to to November. You can see those articles. I've put them on my Twitter X account. You can see all of that there. You can even see the chart of the inflationary nature of gasoline right now. So I would encourage you to take a wait and see attitude. Don't start getting reckless and I can't tell you what to invest, how to invest. It's up to you. But in my personal perspective, my personal view, getting really aggressive right now is risky because that may not translate. This Q4 may not translate into a very strong uh, build up into 2024. So the question is, are we going to go higher or are we going to go lower? Well, we may go higher, but it may be weak and we may get rejected and go lower, or we may just go sideways here for a while. So we have to be ready for both outcomes. Now, let me be clear. If this dips, I'm buying. Okay? If this dips, I'm buying. Now, how far could it go? Well, if you look at uh, this measurement here, typically a measurement of distance on the charts for a drop whenever you have like an M pattern or let's say, if we put in a lower shoulder here, that would be a head and shoulders, which is bearish, right? And usually they drop. So when you take a look at that distance and you measure it out from a point of breaking down here, and again, I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just being realistic, right? So if we break the neckline, if we break that 25K area, then that brings us a target of 18.5, but I don't believe we would ever make it that far. I think we would probably make it down to about 20. I think there's going to be a lot of buying on that dip. And that would be, in my opinion, any breakdown from here, in my opinion, is a buy opportunity, because the bottom's already in here. I consider this to be the bottom already. That was 1617. Now, point of control on the weekly is 19,800, roughly about 20,000 right here. Are we going to get that far? Not really sure. What we could also do here on the weekly chart is we could see a lot of low volatility come down, test this 200 moving average at 24,800, and we could just grind that area out until maybe November, when the ETF is approved. But also we need to remember that there are other countries that have approved ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, and still we're not seeing enough of that liquidity coming in. Hopefully that will change in Q4. Okay, I don't want to make this too long of a video, but I just wanted to set a little bit of perspective. I think we need to be level-headed. We need to be ready for anything. And in my opinion, like I've said in previous videos, I would love to see us break down here so I could get Bitcoin and altcoins cheaper. That would be great. But we'll see what happens. Okay. So there you have it, friends. I don't want to make it too long. I'll just wrap it up here. We are currently, like I said, Bitcoin's currently above the golden pocket. Right now it's bullish, looking good. And the expectation is to move higher into that resistance line if possible. Now, even if we did, that'd be a lower, if we make a lower high, that's still not bullish enough. We still maintain the downtrend. And then we would most likely put more pressure on this 25,800, 25,900 level. So, if you find this information valuable, please click like, share this with your friends who are interested in crypto. And if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to subscribe and join us on this crypto journey. Now, things will get better. We just have to get through this time of contraction with the Fed, with higher interest rates, inflationary pressure. And when we get into 2024, I believe that all of this will start to get better and be alleviated, and we'll have more direction in the market. By that time, by 2024, we should have ETFs approved for Ethereum and for Bitcoin, and that will start solving the liquidity problem, and hopefully that will start bringing in some excitement into the market. It's just waiting on the sidelines, waiting for Gensler to stop obstructing the crypto space. But that's for 2024 probably, or in November. We'll see. Now, if he rejects everything in November, that's going to be an issue. But we'll see. Thank you for watching, friends. We will see you next time. Be safe.